in the loss column for the 2 seed in the East. And right now they would buy Santos. He collects inside but missed the layup.
Nago was absolutely decimated. For Queta to absorb the responsibility he has.
On his face, he looks at the Warriors bench. Here he is on the other end attacking and draw this offseason, and he played just 17 games there. Had an Achilles issue, but also that illness which has plagued him the last
60, 70, 75 games for you.
He's only 30. It's his 6th NBA team. Hauser's 3 no good. Almost 20 points per game in the first 2 weeks of March. Deep 3. Porzingis swish.
Middle of the paint. It's where he's most effective on both ends. He's been an excellent screener all year.
Is down court. Trying to drive on White, and there was little contact. Jaylen Brown, career best, 28 points per game, 5th in the NBA. Rises up and hits at the foul. Tatum. Draymond Green for 3.
Draymond's going to take a lot of those, Dave. We've seen that. You see this all the time. You put your 5-man on the least threatening shooter. So he's checking Draymond.
Out Steph Curry, who is out again tonight. 19 consecutive game that he has missed. As Brown ACL in mid-January. Pajemski weaving through traffic. Melton inside the arc. No good. Quick pass Porzingis. Melton's 3 not close. 0 for 1 so far. Green contests, but the 3 is good. Extra pass by Green to Santos, who can't answer. Porzingis offensive rebound, fouled. And that's the one area Tatum still trying to find his footing. Should be a matter of time for him. They say no shooting foul.
Cut you into 2-point opportunities as much as they can.
Tatum gets deep, kicks it out. 3-pointer. Hauser is good. Away from Tatum. Pajemski to Green, tries another 3, and Draymond. He's defending Jaylen Brown. Green, a first-team all-defense a year ago. White gets into the lane and scores. Career years, when you look at their scoring average, has came tonight since returning. So they'll be able to get a number of games under the screen. Pulls up for the straight-on 3, and he's got 2. Great start for Tatum. Celtics by 4. Payton fires underneath. Green attacking, missed the layup. Payton was anticipating that all the way. Melton for 3. Got it.
Generate as many threes as possible and be disruptive.
Tatum with the hot hand. The Heat. 2 rebounds for Tatum. He averages 8 per game. Nice back cut. Brown with the stump. And excellent hands by Brown. One of the best 2-way players in the league. Derek White of the first quarter. Tatum with a jab. Looking to drive on Porzingis. Kicks it out. Here's Brown. His 3 is good.
In the city of Boston, you better be able to back it up. And he more than backed it up this year.
His 3. 9, as well as Tatum's 9. Here's Spencer in the lane. Missed the short one. Batted out to Howard.
To screen. What is the best angle? And how can I standpoint to make it difficult?
Green, not that time. 50 games this year after only a handful a year ago. Brown in the lane with the jump stop and the hit. This Warrior team, despite being undermanned, is hanging in there. But they're having some trouble tonight. Tatum misses.
Game losing streak. 4 of them by single digits. Like, this group is giving Steve Kerr.
Spencer for 3. And that one. Pritchard has not taken a shot just yet. Queta in the lane. Spinning against post. And missed a little hook. 1 and done there for Boston. Green coming up the floor quickly. Spencer. Brown came out on him, so he was able to find post. The 3 off. Brown attacking, goes right at the chest of post. Gets rid of him. And Jaylen Brown, as deserving as he might be to win MVP, given the year that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's had, and Wembanyama and Jokic. And the Celtics haven't had an NBA MVP in 40 years since Larry Brown. But certainly the numbers are there, and the winning is there as Payton goes. Of course, their last coach of the year was Bill Fitch in 1980. Joe Mazzulla has a great chance to win it this year. Pritchard, deep 3, on target. Joe Mazzulla has a great chance to win it this year. Brown, 6. Payton trying to answer, cannot. Tatum off the Queta screen. No, the tip won't go either. And cleared from Payton.
Gary Payton has played good basketball. Joe Mazzulla, I think, going to use
Either Brown stays in. Golden State going deep into its bench. Ugo in for Boston. Shot clock down to 4. Brown again powering his way.
Not being able to go left. Well, he says, have that.
He's 6 of 7 from the floor.
So a wager about the game and just some accoutrements around. Fade is, and Celtic fans, you know who I'm talking about. Larry the Legend wore them. I wonder if that's a little simple homage, even in a rival's town. Watch and we remember.
We just mentioned about his MVP being the last Celtic to win it in '86.
Saturday, but they made it very clear to me today, back in games sooner rather than later.
There were a lot of people who were unsure if he was going to play again, but the Warriors have made it clear he is coming back. And again, as Taylor mentioned, will hold for the final shot here of the quarter.
He's called a babyface assassin. Make no mistake for even if it's a play-in spot, he's looking for it.
3 seconds to go. Brown 7 of 8 from the floor, gets into the paint and scores again with 3/10 possessions by Boston to start the second. The Warriors get out and run.
And they're going to close a lot of nights with Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, 18 of the last 19 games he has come off the bench. He was the 6th man of the year last year. He's got Richard on his hip, gives it up to Garza. Garza's 3 is good. Threes a game, which is 3rd in the NBA, and they're halfway there already. Porzingis 1 for 3, 3 points in his first in Boston as an opponent. Spent the last 2 years with the Celtics.
By Harper Jr. battling in the post.
Pritchard goes through the lane. Now Shireman attacking. Back cut Pritchard and the reverse layup, no good. Earned quality minutes in season on a crate. Pajemski to the hole. And he's fouled at the line. Take a look at the upcoming Nationals in Boston to go there for that event. NBA TV Friday. Pritchard gets downhill. Was aware of the shot blocking Porzingis, so he kicked it out. Garza frees up Pritchard. 3 no good. And Porzingis, he shovels it to Richard. The pass off the mark and a turnover by the Warriors. Harper Jr. all the way, and Porzingis got a piece of that.
Contract, who's played really hard, filled in a lot of gaps for this team. Like, you have future. What can we use? What do we have?
Green missed the 3. Just got his 600th win as a coach, 4th fastest ever. Pajemski's 3 not there. Carl wins as a coach and a player. Don Nelson, who won almost 900 games as a Celtic player and over 1,000 as a coach. Shot clock down to 5. Pritchard on the kick out. Spot up 3. No good for Harper. Last championship for the Warriors on this floor. Game 6 in 2022 against the Celtics. Shot clock at 3. Brown, corner 3. No good, but it pinballs right back to him. Pritchard for 3. That's good.
Pritchard normally, when he gets downhill one-on-one, he is scoring near the...
Pajemski can't answer. And
for Pritchard, like his made baskets tonight are the 3s.
2 for 4. He's got what's in the lane. Lost his footing. Brown with a against Green. Step back from the top of the circle. Pajemski and a Boston foul again. That's 4 team fouls on the. Malachi Leones. Just his 16th game of the year. Finds Pajemski with 1 on the timer.
Well, when you put your opponent this center, well, they still put pressure on you, right? And the split cut actions. Look at this, the quick
March. He's really made the most of the extra minutes here. Brown underneath to White, who turns and scores.
Making all of it is so much better.
Career high in assists, rebounds, and scoring. Melton straight away. 3. He pushed off though. That is the first on Quentin Post.
I mean, I just think he's a curious, highly intellectual guy.
Underneath, makes a nice pass to Garza, blows 2 layups. Pulls to Santos, reverse layup is
going to keep working, and they're going to get Melton on a hold on the post if there are 2 missed chippies.
That brings it to a 12 date at the midway point of the second quarter. White tries to muscle it home. White 3rd in the NBA at 90% at the foul line this season. Next, 10 straight wins for Quinn Snyder's team started at 6:30 with NBA Countdown.
But Atlanta on Monday night against Orlando. First of all, Nickeil Alexander-Walker has taken up. Jalen Johnson is such an intriguing talent.
And you look at the East top four from 6 to 9. As guard, Miami, Atlanta at 31, Philly at 32. A lot can happen in the next. Jaylen Brown 3 years ago was second team All-NBA.
Basically used it as motivation.
21 points for Brown. Largest lead for Boston at 16. Spencer drives and kicks. Leones trying to get past Garza, goes through the lane, and a wild shot. Numbers. Brown takes it anyway, and it's blocked, but a foul.
I mean, come on, that's pretty cool. Not questions. The decision-making, the left hand, the jump shot, a lot of questions. That's, you kidding me? Like the time put in to become very familiar with.
23 points tonight, and the lead is up to 18 for Boston with 4.5 to go in the first half. The baseline, Payton left alone, but the three is in and out, knocked out of.
And what's their commitment level? Well, the Jays are both committed professionals.
Pick, and remember, they surprised everybody with both picks, trading out of #1 to get Tatum at 3 the year after.
And this, obviously, this lineup for Golden State, there's so many challenges that you're trying to overcome with the massive personnel. Is quick.
A 3-year, $15 million extension.
More than opportunity. That reflects confidence gained by going out and proving it to yourself. More minutes, but you're right. Like, you got to go do it. Look at the roster they're playing against tonight if you're Santos.
And he's been in teams under 10 points in the last month and a half. Forces a turnover there by Tatum. And Santos has it blocked on the other end. And Brown in the front court with 3.5 to go. A 3 in front of the Warriors bench is no good. See if Golden State can get Porzingis going. 2 nights ago. Garza, he'll launch. Too strong on the 3.
In the league.
Spencer's 3. It's there.
Trying to stay attached. Make enough shots. Be disruptive enough defensively to position yourself in the fourth.
White on the baseline and the short.
Steady performance from Derek White.
Spencer got the return pass. Santos sneaks Santos to pace Golden State. Brown with a step through. The kick out to Garza. Elected not to shoot. Brown with 23 points. Tried to go behind the back and turned it over. 2-on-2. Porzingis trailing. And he missed the layup without a field goal in that first half. And he's been their top scorer since the Curry injury. Belton was just 1 for 7. He's coming off a 27-point game. Shot clock winding down.
Like, this has got to be tough. You know, you're not winning games at the level you're accustomed to. The guy who has helped your game and whose game you have helped.
With 8 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Brown inside is fouled by Santos.
Look at him. Like nights like tonight where he's trying to contend with a very hot Jaylen Brown. You know, target and make yourself an impact player with.
Second chance opportunity. Podziemski in transition is fouled. Missed the layup.
Nick or a bruise, inevitably you're going to.
Trying to make it a 10-point game again.
I mean, think about it. They were in the bonus with 7:30 to play in the second quarter. And only got opponent helped you get to, and also you.
Now fouling the Warriors, trying to 23, second in the Eastern Conference. Shot clock down to 5. Brown working on Green. Falling away, and it's an air ball. Santos from Podziemski, and it's batted away here as well. And many thought could have won Defensive Player of the Year because Wembanyama didn't qualify as. Your team's going to fight without Curry, without.
You get there by being great and competitive, teaching the game well. And he had possession.
Podziemski can't hit that one. Got it down to 4. They've actually made the same number of baskets, 22 apiece for Boston and Golden State. Off the bounce, Brown, count it.
So now if you're giving up inches and pounds, he will absolutely punish you.
Melton picks up the foul his second. Green setting a hard screen that time. Now Tatum flies by Porzingis. A good job by Tatum to get back in the corner. Porzingis knew it was off right. Boston has Charlotte twice, Atlanta twice. They have the Thunder here. They lost in OKC last week.
Just to get 2 cracks at it.
Green picks up.
Candidates. A guy here coaching the Boston Celtics, absolutely there. The late to the top of the list, but he has done one heck of.
You saw that note too with Robert Parrish tonight. James is closing in on his game's play. One for Tatum against his former teammate. Thought about the step back, now crosses him over, drives and finishes.
It's in his body and in his mind so high. And you're going to have to deal with both Jays at that level.
Trying to adapt without Tatum as Podziemski is fouled.
We had them. I had them when they were 1 and 4. 7 guys in your rotation that are trying to contribute to winning for the first time in their career. Nimi Keita. Enormous jump. It has been a special season.
Brown lost the ball trying. Green up the floor to the corner and Podziemski. Melton, and Boston didn't find Melton, but he missed off. Melton 1 of 6 from 3. Keita, Hauser, catch and shoot. Good on the 3. His second 3 of the game. 170 on the year for Hauser. Bounce. Got the smaller Hauser on him. Creates some space with a little.
Look at the skill. And you at the free throw line.
With a jab and a fire, and off the back iron, no good on the 3. And Payton, 16 threes, yet still within striking distance midway through this 3rd quarter. Green finds a cutting Spencer, back to Green. He's bully ball Pritchard out of the way.
This is just hang tough. I mean, they're down 10.
Tatum moved out of the deep post to the elbow. Pritchard can't shake Spencer, now does thanks to Keita's screen. And Pritchard gets the bat.
Like he looked like in a tough spot until that screen.
Nice cut by Santos. About 7 points per game after 2 points per game last night and tonight. A lot of players on the floor and coaches with Joe Mazzulla played in a Final Four for West Virginia back in 2010. Here's Pritchard. Right on kids.
You talk about 2 guys whose personalities suit one another.
And Pritchard kind of plays the way Mazzulla. Not the biggest guy on the floor, but scrappy, tough, finds it. In his last year being Pac-12 Player of the Year. He's a late first-round pick. Hard to get on the floor early. And a 3.
I mean, at one point he requested a trade because he couldn't get on the floor.
5-minute while before he found a role in the NBA, but has it here in
his shoes tonight.
National Player of the Year back in 2021. Pritchard sizing it up. 3 spins. 6 career best, 7 points per game. And he shot it well from 3 at 43%. He's got 3.
Agent, every city they go to, he'll honor one of the.
Praise from you.
You're right.
Yes.
As Taylor just reported, he's honoring Larry Bird, and if you missed it in the first half, Doris said nobody gave you that information beforehand, so it was legit. I'll give it to you. Tatum off the bounce, leans in, trying to create contact and a foul.
Off of a lean to the right outside of his path point. It could have been a play on easily. Agreed.
24. This is game 6 for him. Entry to Post on the low block against the smaller Pritchard. And Post missed the first free throw.
And, you know, Charlotte, what an. And in the East, you touched on it the first half. That is going to be a.
Charlotte currently in the 10th spot, but a game over 500. Early on, they were miserable. It was a great turnaround. Charles Lee and then Ross. 3.5 to go in the 3rd. Warriors ball down 17. Post on the back down again against Pritchard. Shot clock at 5 for Sanders. Crosses over, Garza twice, gets to the basket and missed the layup. Did everything to finish. Here's Jalen High. Nice feed to Pritchard. Garza misses inside.
Did not finish.
Santos short of the triple try. Brown skies in for the rebound.
Could be in the next 3 games. It drops off.
Sure, with back-to-backs, Tatum probably won't play in all of them, but he'll play in enough. And again, looks like the Jason Tatum we've seen being first-team All-NBA the last 4 years. With a shot clock running down.
Percentage of them have been that fade.
Got 10 baskets. Closing in on another 30-point night. Post. 3 no good. You go. Rebus. Brown again hesitates. Steps back and missed the shot. Shireman. Pajemski hits the deck. And Pritchard nails one. Pajemski has to handle. Post. Good look. And the 3 goes. Minute and a half remaining here in the 3rd quarter. First of 2 games tonight on ESPN. Lakers and Rockets up next.
I said he'll make shots. I'm curious about the Celtics rotation time. That's going to be a fascinating thing.
Brown gets downhill. Elbow. Fires underneath to Payton.
And over a block. What's his size?
7. And he's been named All-NBA defensively twice. I think on the 2nd team as Green scores inside.
To keep coming, you've got to finish this if you're Boston.
So a 9-0 run for the Warriors going back to the end of the 3rd. 3-pointer from Derek. Draymond Green too strong. Tatum with, he's averaging 8 in the 5 games back for the Celtics. Shireman through the lane. One hands it to Pritchard, who's got 13 points off the bench. Shireman will hoist. No good on the 3. And Derek White was the one that hustled and poked it away. Shireman walks into a 3.
Head sprint to create another turnover into a 3. That's a 6-point swing he's involved with.
Tough pass to handle there. Pritchard. 3 is not close. Rebound. Rebound. So a double-double for Jason Tatum. White drives and scores, plus a foul. 17. 3 minutes gone by here in the 4th quarter. Green working hard defensively to deny Jason Tatum. So Keita takes it and post.
And has taken with the opportunity earned. I mean, they had the best, deepest front court in the league last year. You had 3 legit centers.
Will be interesting in the playoffs as Payton gets inside for 2. Accomplished in the regular season.
Well, they're certainly doing things a little bit differently defensively. I mean, offensively.
Plenty of time for Golden State. Payton, nicely done off the...
That many screens when he's on the floor.
Right, a power forward at 6'3". Keita hang. How about that screen set by Green? Pajemski can't make it, though. He's 1 for 8 from the floor.
Pajemski's got to find that 3-point shooting goal.
Catch by Green. Couldn't finish. Payton does, though, with the follow.
You know, he's the kind of guy I want on my team. Payton. Great.
And finds a way to score. He's got 17 points and 6 assists. Payton for 3. Actually by Green. Post on the deep catch. Extra pass by Green. Richard missed the 3. Golden State, if it doesn't come back, this would be their 36th loss. That would tie in the West as Tatum drills a 3.
And Brown, if you notice in stretches in this basketball game, you're going to keep an elite piece on the floor at all times.
Tatum 7-8 trying to...
Outstanding for this group all year.
3rd year with Boston. Spent his first 2 seasons in the NBA with the Kings. Santos driving. Keita not fun with Pritchard. Shot clock at 10. Spencer in the lane. Payton.
18 points and 7 of 11 shooting.
He's got the last 8 for the Warriors, but they're down 20. Pritchard out to White. Short on the 3. Mention what happens to the Warriors if they lose, dropping it at 10th in the West, tied with Portland. If Boston wins, it'll stay up 2 games on the Knicks for the 2 seed. Richard on the cut. get the Celtics out of the Eastern Conference. And right now with Tatum, they haven't been where the Celtics have been in the last year, as Brown is fouled.
And obviously Detroit, because at their peak, when they're playing great and the ball's popping and Julius is at a high level, they look tough to beat.
They're calling a transition take. Who will head to Detroit Friday to play the Pistons. Kate Cunningham shaken up the other night for Detroit. He's had an MVP caliber season. Jalen Duren, who could be most improved player, I would think, at this point with 4:25 on the clock. He gets over 30. Richard driving through traffic again, leans in, can't muscle it home, knocked out of bounds. Brown, as he's falling out of bounds, had to put
to a completely new role, or whose roles have. I loved about what he said earlier is, and this is when they were 1-4. Like, he was not panicky. He said, "We're all learning how to coach different, stylistically different." Second defender and keeping him on his back, just a brilliant, brilliant drive.
The MVP chance raining down at TD Garden for Jaylen Brown, who gets his 32nd point, and likely will, which he did yesterday for the first time. And man, they were going nuts as Pritchard intercepts that pass, waits for the defender, and then attacks and scores. And it's up to a 26-point lead. Leon's in trouble on the baseline, tried to hit Yurtsevin, turned it over, floor, and he fumbles it out of play. The organization, Joe Mazzulla, moves from an assistant. In his second year, he wins an NBA title.
Come on, how cool is that? That coincidence or has them in this.
That was the year Gordon Hayward missed that half-court shot that would have beat Duke. As you're
Talk about the success Brad Stevens had at Butler. I mean, they were a formidable program.
And then obviously came to Boston when they were rebuilding and had great. 116-90 with 2:40 to go. Spencer, no, Yurtsevin with a. Given all the injuries, Steve Kerr says get in there. He's played a few games now for the Warriors, who will drop to 33-36. They're now tied with spot. Again, 7 and 8, very important in the play-in because you're going to get 2 cracks at 3. But again, we'll know more this weekend. This is the 19th straight game he's missed. Team now without Curry, but obviously losing Butler. I mean, you go back to when Jimmy Butler was healthy and the Warriors were a different team.
Right.
Winning as Richard gets the slam and foul called last year, and was, don't forget, Lakers Rockets up next. The Lakers make it 7 straight wins. 3-pointer is short.
Remember a team being this beat up ever. Record without Steph will go to well, Steph and Jimmy now I believe is 6 and over the, and like his schedule is so militant in terms of like Rick says.
They're 43-25 right now, 3rd place in the West. That's where they finish in the West. So big game for them tonight coming up. Likewise for Houston, trying to. Turnover by Boston. Warriors looking to run. Williams underneath. Spencer the extra pass, and Richard will pull it out. Corner 3, Spencer, no good.